Yo, that's crazy. We was just talking about that shit. Yo, hold on, wait. Let me tell you. I was talking to we was talking to Baz. So we had Baz talking, and he was calling ancient Egypt a gay society.
What?
But he was talking about the mask, and your moms was agreeing with all this shit.
No, but the way he broke, don't say it like
all right,
that.
Go ahead.
Just the way he described it.
Okay. The way he described it.
He had a good point.
He had a good point. So we was then now we off the phone with him, but we was talking about what he was had said about Egypt. So go ahead and say what you were saying about the LGBTDC community.
No, it's just about trans women and men in sports.
Okay.
Right? So our sociology teachers on the side of no, let them play the sports, right?
What?
We got into the conversation. Wait, listen, just listen.
Okay.
We got into the conversation, right?
Making me sick.
And we're like, men are physically blah blah blah. That whole debate. And then she was like, okay, I disagree with you guys because we are socialized that way. We are socialized to believe that women can't compete at a man's standard. We used to think that women couldn't do a man's job, but they did to prove that women do construction, women do plenty of quote unquote men jobs. But there's also the fact that if women were socialized differently, they will be able to compete how men compete or compete greater than men. And what do you think about that?
So basically what your teacher said, that if a chick grew up in the hood and was selling drugs and doing everything I was doing, she would be able to beat me in a fist fight?
Possibly.
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. Yo, bro.
But listen.
You just said possibly?
No, because I know some bitches
I'm saying, what I'm saying is from her point of view, yes.
Wait, Shanice. Let me put it this way then too, little mama. If me and you was in the same room, and we thinking to ourselves,
make sure you subscribe.
We could both lift 375 pounds. And we about to go out there, and you go out there and get under the 375 pounds, it's a guarantee that might be the end of your life. So,
but listen,
we can go.
Because I'm me. But if you take a woman that's been bodybuilded for how y'all the same age, she been bodybuilding, can she lift up that 375 pounds?
No.
Yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, that's not the way sports works. So you get the same people, one of them have an edge, and they both been training for the same amount of time. So that's why I took the edge off you. The crazy thing is that at no point, right? So, and what that also does is that means that any man, because what this professor is also saying is that any man could just start to beat on your woman whenever you feel like it, because it's a fair fight now. When your girl get crazy with you and start yelling and screaming, acting like she want to fight, she is in the state of mind for the fight. So that same college professor should probably be out here protesting for men's rights for being treated differently in domestic affairs.
She doesn't. We've had.
No, I was talking to the stream. I was saying that to the stream. I was like being sarcastic. Yeah, but I can tell you that per nature she's wrong. Per nature, not per society. Per society, yes, that's true, because I actually told you that you could compete at any level with any man as far as intelligence and where you stand. But as far as strength, you could train for as long as you want to. I could bet my life on it, and I could bet everything on it that if I get a boy your age and I get you your age, and y'all both train in the same capacity and eat the same foods and go through the same regimen, he would beat you 100 out of 100% times in lifting weights or fighting or any of that if he got the same thing as you. If it's the same exact thing and it's just boiling down to strength, who's stronger naturally?
You also have to consider what they're...
No, I don't have to consider anything because Name the one. Wait a minute. Name the one animal in the world outside of humans where that same thing applies to. Either way. So when naturally the woman is the strongest with animals, how often do the men win?
Wait, can I say something though?
And then could you answer my question after you say something? Yes, you can.
Well, I can't answer the question because what I'm about to say, it doesn't help the question. What I'm saying is that we know that.
Wait. So you saying you can't? You saying right now that you can't answer a question because what you're about to say doesn't help the question?
I'm gonna answer the question. But what I'm saying is, humans, we have one thing over animals, which is our ability to communicate in a different way, like our brains and our intelligence, right? And so
I don't agree with that.
What do you mean?
I don't agree that that's the differences between animals and humans.
So you don't think we have a different intelligence than animals?
No, I think we have a different intelligence, but I think they have their own kind of intelligence.
Okay, so that's the terminology I'm looking for. Different intelligence, right? So I was saying to consider the fact of what the child is being told. Is the girl child being told that because she's a girl she can't beat them, or is that blocked away as well?
Do you remember do you remember when you was like, yo, if I was a 14-year-old boy, you'll let me get on the bus and go to the mall by myself?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, you right?
Uh-huh.
And you got on the bus and went to the mall by yourself, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like I changed my mind on that point?
No.
How?
I just spoke that you said no, right? So that would mean that by you saying no would technically mean that by anything I say, you would be like, oh, nah, he right. Because I already went along with what your teacher was saying. Now, say the sport is
Football.
Nah. If the sport is football, it's not going to be fair.
Make sure you subscribe.
But
Say it's basketball. It's a potential for it to be fair.
Because the fairness is that the women can do the same thing that men do. So football will be fair.
No, what I'm saying is that a lot more women will get hurt than men. But say it's okay.
It don't matter at this point.
Oh, you saying like when you get hurt, you get hurt?
No, when men get hurt, they get hurt, right? My whole thing is the argument is they can do it.
No, they can do whatever they want.
All right, then if you think that you could go against fucking
basketball, just
whoever it is, in football, fucking Marshawn Lynch, bitch.
Yo, but see, Meg can't see she taking the perspective of, oh, if you think you could tackle Marshawn Lynch, go ahead, girl. Be my guest. I'm going from the perspective of the woman. So the woman that just had her cranium cracked by a man fighting as a woman.
Oh, the UFC.
In the UFC. So we can talk all we want about that. But if she fighting up against another woman, is the chances way lower? It can happen still. But is the chances way lower? Yes. That's all you need. Right? That's all you need.
That nigga better not be coming into the UFC trying to fight these people.
Comment and let us know how you feel.
So in some sports, yes, I agree with your professor. I agree that, yes, in some sports, women can compete to 100% with men. But where it comes to like things where like I ain't trying to hurt you or attack you, let me ask you a question. Most of the time when we hear about rape, who's doing the raping?
The aggressor?
The men.
A man.
Right? Most of the men that rape women are not even that aggressive. I can tell you that because I'm a man and I've been around way more rapists than any woman. If it was 30 women watching right now, I've been around more rapists than all you put together. And they always seem to be a bit weaker. But to the average woman, you might have a hard time taking the average man who, even though they didn't do statistics on y'all, both y'all live that same exact life that she talk about. Both of them grew up in the same community. Both of them got the same thinking. Both of them ain't never exercising. Both of them working the same kind of jobs. Both of them had the same kind of parenting. And any given day, he can approach her and take advantage of her and rape her. So now, we got to get her professor to also go out there and protest for the men who have been accused Or even the dudes that actually did it, because like Your Honor, I wasn't like she had the opportunity to defend herself. Like she didn't even have to let me rape her. She basically lured me in. She seduced me to raping her by wearing seductive clothing. It took over my mind. She could have defended herself.
The clothing was too tight.
There is no such thing as taking advantage of the weak now. That's not what the person was saying, but in some instances that will happen.